Test. Okay, good night, folks. We're live. I believe we're live. We're live on Facebook, and for all you streamers and viewers, our apologies for the late start. But we do understand there was an accident on the the George Price Highway, and many of our cyclists got caught behind that and are late in arriving. And so we felt it only fair that since they would be late, that we would have to start the event late. But welcome. Actually, this is the first ever team presentation for the Holy Saturday Cross Country Cycling Classic. And we welcome all our viewers and all the cyclists and fans and team managers that are here present at the Ned Pitts Olympic House. Welcome. And, you know, it's Holy Thursday. Let me wish everybody a happy and blessed Easter. And yes, it's a big time of the year, the biggest one-day sporting event in our country. We want to start off the activities tonight by playing the national anthem. Would you please all rise? Okay, thank you very much. You can all sit. And then there's a big race coming up, and in announcement of a big cycling race, there is a big bugle tune that calls all the villagers, all the nation out to witness the race. And according to the man who put this together, this tune, it is, we listen to this tune as we await the crowning of a champion. It beckons us to crown a champion. So we want to start the activities next by awaiting the crowning of a new champion. Okay, thank you very much. And now, folks, the reason why we're all here tonight is for us to introduce all the participants of the 93rd running of the Holy Saturday Cross Country Cycling Race. And so I will start to introduce some of the riders. Not all are here present, but I will start with the team, a new team that is just registered. Actually, this week they registered the team, the Whatever Boys cycling team. And I don't know if any of them are present, but I'll just call out their titular list, the names of the riders: Richard Vera, Ryan Bradley, Adrian Williams, and Darren Williams. They are not here, but they'll be in the lineup on Saturday. Another team that has the majority of their riders are really only registered this week. They are preparing for cross country, but they haven't ridden in any of the earlier races. The Chavarria Cycling Club, and of course we all know the Chavarria name, and famous among them is their team manager, Jocelyn Chavarria Sr. And the Chavarria team comprise Kevin Reyes, Shale Paredes, Peter Jones, and Kaylee August. And again, I don't think that they have arrived here tonight as yet. And we do have many of the cyclists here, so they will soon start to come on stage. Next on the lineup, we do want to call, they are a foreign team, but comprised of all Belizeans, hailing, I think, from Los Angeles, the PMA cycling team. I will ask you guys to come up, starting with Mark Reed, Kenrick Gideon, Denroy Langford, Frank Rowland. In the center, guys. You guys take front and center stage. I stay on the side. It's all about you guys tonight. Morton Bradley, Andre Perez. I see a couple other PMA shirts there, but are any of those guys cyclists?
Yes, no.
All right, so these guys, these are all Belizean Americans, and you guys make the trek every Easter, right? Can you just tell us briefly a little bit something about your team, Mr. Perez?
We live in Los Angeles. Go and try with luck, yeah. Try have some fun.
A Bolido tongue?
Yeah. I don't know how it's going, but I try my best.
Anything can happen on the holy day. That's what they say. For how many years have you guys been making the trek down and coming to ride this race together?
Well, this will be my third time. I started in 2019. Been the ride since 15 years. First time I come is 2019.
And all of you guys race in the US as well. You guys don't just do one race a year, right? You guys
No, we do but criteriums in US.
criteriums, all right. Excellent. You get to face 140 miles of crit. It's not 1 hour, but anyway, you stretch it out.
Yeah.
PMA team, guys. Welcome to Belize, and we hope to see you shine bright on Saturday. And of course, we continue seeing you guys year after year. All right. Thank you very much. The PMA team. Next, I would like to introduce again a team that is from mostly, I think, out district guys. The team joggers. I don't know if any of the team joggers are here. I saw Filton Butler a while ago. If Filton is here, perhaps he can come up. Preston Martinez, Andrew Burgess, and Wendell Vernon, the man they call Skinny. Team joggers, that's a new team just formed this year, and the team joggers are going to make representation in the race on Saturday. Next, I want to introduce the Carnos Road Rage. And if any of these guys show up late, we may still ask them to come up on stage quickly. Carnos Road Rage includes Sherman Thomas, Tariq Cano, Kadeen Pinello, and Richard Santiago. Okay, the next team is in the house, and I want to introduce the UTR Budget Rent-A-Car team. UTR stands for Up the Road. So that's where these guys want to be. It comprises Nation Isagiri and Alan Awil. Not me, Alan Awil Jr. And you guys, can you hold this for me? There is a third member of the team. And Alan Awil Sr. So, old men can ride too. But I want to ask, actually, we do have on our team last year's 9th place finisher, Nation. How are you feeling going into this race? After really a top 10 finish, we have to consider that a success last year. What are your expectations for Saturday?
Hi, good evening, everybody. Thankful for the nice feeling in the room with you guys. Not fighting, at peace until Saturday. I feel very calm, relaxed. My expectation, I just want to give my all. I expect to give my all.
All right, and stiff competition coming as well. I'm sure you look forward to that.
Yeah, I look forward to the competition. I mean, if a Belizean can win, it will be very significant to show how far we have come. So I embrace the competition.
Alan, you've only been riding just for a few months, but how do you feel going into what will be, this is your first season racing, you never did get to ride junior, but how do you feel going into your first cross country?
Well, I don't know what to expect. This will be my first cross country, my first year of racing, but I feel well rested, and I think that I'll be able to do my all on Saturday.
All right, well, good luck to you guys. Good luck to us guys. All right. I need my paperwork back. Hold the mic. Hold the mic. Huh? 1 minute. 1 minute, folks. I have to get back into MC mode. And Bill is looking surprised that I'm riding. What's that? Just want to get my order down straight. Just a minute, guys. Yeah, actually, I'm not sure if the next team I wanted to call, but I probably have to put them on hold and hope that they do show up. It's the first foreign team that is not Belizean. I wanted to introduce the Miami Blazers, but I do not think that they are here. And if any of the two riders that are representing the Miami Blazers do show up later, we will bring them up. And the Miami Blazers will be represented in the race by Johnny Brown and Dante Young. Next, I would like to introduce the Culture SPD team. Culture SPD has on their roster Wayne Moses, Dion O'Brien, Kent Bob Gabriel, Valan Sims, and Kenny Smokes Gladden. And I don't see any of them either in the room. Mr. Chavaria, is your team here? Okay, the guys from Team Chavaria, we already introduced them, and they weren't able to make it because they are all from the Cayo area and still at their work. Next, I would like to bring up is the Shutters team showing up? But you're the only one. They're on the way. So I'll hold off on Shutters. The Rolling Shutters. We're gonna call up the Rolling Shutters in a little while. So in the meantime, also I think Team Lovell, Giovanni Lovell's team, also late in arriving. I would like to call up right now Mr. Roque Matos and his M&M squad. The M&M team includes Roque Matos, Ryan Willoughby, Wendell Williams, Renan Cito Matos, and Devin Azueta. And the ones present here today, Roque Matos and Wendell Williams Jr. Roque, you've been at this. I think your first race was as far back as 1989. So it's been a long journey for you in cycling. How does it feel to still be in the game, still contending for this 140-mile race?
Well, it feels very good, but I was away from it a long time too. I wish I never had retired for so long, but it feels very, very good. Actually, I feel like about 30.
Well, you were a good cyclist when you were 30, so... And Roque has several top 10 finishes to his name, high mark of second place. And that was in 1993, 30 years ago. Wendell, tell us a little bit something about your racing career and cross country. Last year, you did pretty good.
Well, I know last year I come in 28th year cross country. Since I start in 2017, I can't complain about the cycling community. I know they got like ups and downs, no? So But at the end of the day, you just have to thank God that you're out there and do your best, no? And put in the training and you should see results, right? So, yeah, that's about it, you know. They aim at themselves, very bad, right? But they aim at themselves well now, and the team really cooperative and they're together to try and make it better every year, no? So hopefully this year that year, you know, get the party top, no?
And of course, Roque, you do have a couple elite caliber racers. So what's the outlook for the team?
Well, we have 3 elite riders that are racing, and I think that if they get up on a good day and they play their cards right, our team is small, right? So I remember a word old McCannon taught me: parlay, right? If we parlay properly off the bigger teams, I think we can have a very, very, very good result, because our 3 riders, on any given day that they feel good, they can do an excellent job, even winning the race.
Call name.
Well, I have Sito and Devin. Devin has been showing up. Devin was 4th in the Belmopan Classic. He has proven to be able to run, and I have Sito, which are a very strong pace also. And we have Wendell that has, been riding consistently well throughout the year.
Just in time, guys. The race almost started without you. Devin Asueta, second from the left, and Renan C. Tomatos at the far left. Thanks for showing up. We understand it was a long journey.
Yeah, had an accident. Yeah, pretty bad accident on the road. So.
All right, so they were caught behind an accident on the highway. But I present to you the M&M engineering team. Good luck on Saturday. That kind of timing, maybe they time it right at the end of the race too, on Saturday. Those 2. And guys, I would like to call up one of the foreign riders in the race, and not just any foreign rider in the race, but he happened to finish on the top step of the podium in 2005. I would like to introduce to you guys Mr. William Elliston. I guess everybody knows you as Bill. That's the name on your ID, man.
No, I get it. It's all good.
Bill, again, you're a 2005 champion. I did math in school.
I know.
18 years ago. How are you feeling coming into this cross country?
I mean, I feel about as good as I can feel for, being as old as I am and training in the Northeast and not having raced since October of last year. So feel okay, good enough to come. So we'll see what that means on Saturday.
But you've also made it a habit over the years. This isn't the first time you've come back. You've been back, almost every year for this race. So seems as if you're falling in love with either with Belize or with the race. Which is it?
Yeah, it's probably a little bit of both. I love the culture down here and the community, and everybody makes me feel welcome since first day I got here. And the race is, it's just a race that's kind of a one of a kind. We don't have too many races like this anymore back in the U.S. So to have the opportunity to do a 140-mile race is pretty rare, and it kind of suits my skill set. So I try and make the opportunity to get here when I can.
All right. Well, it's good to see you back. Welcome back to Belize again.
Thanks, man.
And good luck on Saturday.
Thank you.
All right. Take care. I don't see all the teams that I'd like to introduce next, but is the Imani's team here? Imani team hasn't shown up as yet. Okay, Imani team won't come. Those guys, let me just mention the names of the Imani team riders. They're all, or almost all, from San Ignacio, and so they are a ways away, and aren't able to make it into Belize City for tonight's presentation. The Imani cycling team comprises of Andre Belial, Dylan Abraham, George Abraham Jr., Erwin Middleton, Peter Choto, Rafael Choto, Jose Choto. People think of it as the Choto team. It is led by 2012 cross-country champion. And let me just say that Giovanni Choto is back in full form. And Giovanni will be riding the race once again to win it. The Imani cycling team. I see a few G-Flow riders, and I'd like to call you guys up next. The G-Flow team comprises Goran Gabriel, Hollister Baptist. You guys, when I call your name, please come up on stage. Well, at the front anyway. Goran Gabriel, Hollister Baptist, Ramon Codd, Christopher Waite, Renan Codd, Kevin Gentle, Sean Codd, and Jaiven Gonzalez. Jaiven, you can come on this end. Or I might need to go over there as well. Goran, last year as a junior, I think you placed 12th. Now you're an elite rider. I imagine you want to take a step up from that position. How are you feeling going into the race?
I'm feeling very good, and we have a very strong team, so let's see what we can do.
I would say a very strong team, and I'll have to move over here because I'd like to get a word first with Mr. Codd. There are several Codds on the team, but the senior one of them is Sean. Sean, a very, very long run last year. You started early and you made a run of, I would imagine, I think over 60 miles or so you were on the attack. So you have the experience of being in the lead of cross country. How do you feel going into this one?
Well, actually I feel good and I feel tired in any way. Just can't wait till the day come and make us have some fun and everybody enjoy themselves. And well, if you put God first, everything should go good. And I believe all of we the riders here at Belize, and if we ride together, we must keep it home.
Keeping it home for Belize, that's one of the goals, I'm sure, for your team. And Jaiven, I know that you spent a couple of months training in the United States, getting ready for this race. After coming second in the New Year's race, you went and concentrated, I suppose, on gaining some speed and experience. And with that experience you had, how do you feel about the 140 miles that you will face in 2 days?
Well, so far I feel good, legs feel good. Just the number one goal right now is to just try to stay healthy coming into the race. Just want to focus on, just make sure the legs feel good before the race, get some good sleep in, relax up, and hopefully everything God's plan. Just have to, we are already put in the training, and I guess the training will speak for itself, and we have to see how it play out, Just have to go out there ready and hope God give me the strength and the energy to get a victory. We see how it play out.
And hoping it plays out indeed for a Belizean victory. Thank you guys, the G-Flow team. Good luck on Saturday. I see a couple guys who I'm not too familiar with, so I imagine that you came in on a jet. Can you please just let me know your names? Let me know which two guys, you're the only one racing, Rio Grande?
He's also racing, but I'm Henry York.
Henry York.
I race for Team Rio Grande out of Colorado.
Okay, come on up and tell us then. You too. If you're in the race, come on up. So, Mr. Henry York, everybody's been a little bit scared of the list of foreign riders that we've had, because this year the list is longer than it has been in a very, very long time. And the list includes a lot of Cat 1 guys that it hasn't had in a very, very long time. So you're one of those. So tell us a little bit about yourself, Henry. How did you hear about this race, and what do you expect? What are you expecting?
So I heard about this race from Wasani and Jafari Castro when I was racing Tour Tobago, and they said it was the best race around, and I had to go and see it, so I came out. But I also heard about it.
You believe them?
Yeah, I think so. I came to Belize, and everybody in the town has heard of the race, and there's a great support for cycling in the community here. I also heard about this race from a director of mine, Gustavo Carrillo, who's won this race in the past.
Right.
So I got a couple tips from him. We're both from Colorado in the U.S., and we're really looking to see some good competition here. We know the Williams brothers are here from the United States, so we know we've raced against them before, and we've heard there's some great talent out here as well.
But you've done mostly crits, or you do road racing in the U.S. as well?
Yeah, I do both, so crits and road racing, stage racing. I've done some stage racing in Latin America, like Vuelta of Ecuador, for instance, Tour Tobago, different races down here.
I'm sure all these guys already know it, because they probably Googled you. When the list came out, you know, they're all on their computers, and they probably already know all the races you've been in. And you are, please introduce yourself.
Yes, my name's Cyrus Perot, also here from Colorado. Race for Primal Audi Denver, team out of Colorado, and really excited to be here. A lot longer than a normal crit, so I'm trying to prepare.
All right, but Cyrus, you also travel a bit, because I think maybe you learned about this race not while you were in Colorado, but maybe racing somewhere in Central America or thereabouts. So you do get around. So and you ride the tours and long road races. So what are you expecting?
Well, I'm expecting to have to fight the wind coming back home. Spent 3 days riding outside of San Ignacio and trying to stay upright on my bicycle. So I'm excited, but it's going to be hot, it's going to be windy, and hopefully it's going to be a good finish.
No, the forecast calls for snow on Saturday. So you guys will be right at home. All right. Henry York, Cyrus Piro. Thank you, guys. Good luck on Saturday. And I would like to call the FAL team, but I don't, again, the FAL team, I'm not seeing no FAL riders. FAL Nanicom. All right, FAL Nanicom. Is Justin Williams here? Not in the house. Guys, if the FAL team will not be here, let me introduce the riders on the FAL team. FAL stands for the Furnished Apartments Limited, and the FAL team comprise Brandon Morgan, Shervin Budna, Dylan Levy, Derek Chavaria. Okay, we have Mike Ortiz, who represents the team, one of the managers of the team. There's Derek Chavaria, Jocelyn Chavaria Jr., Sherwin Roca, and Dylan Levy. I mentioned him already. So Mike, the team, I imagine they are ready to race, well rested. And what is the strategy? Who are you going to work for?
Well, Derek is the prime person we're going to work for cross country day. We all know that he won January, New Year's Day, and he came in yesterday, day before yesterday. I went for him because they had to come through Cancun. But he is a prime person we're working for.
And since you're telling us all the secrets of the team, can you tell us where he'll attack?
Well, that I won't do. But I know for sure that he is going to be there. Remember last year he came in 11th and then Jocelyn came in 8th. So then we had Marlon at 4th, but you know Marlon's circumstance, so he is not here. The team is very young. Dylan Levy he's 19 years old. He joined the team. Very strong rider, as you saw him in the Belmont Classic. Then we have Sherwin Bodna. He was a top guy in the tour. So we have a pretty good team. So look for us cross country morning.
We certainly will look forward to you guys. And Jocelyn Chavaria and Derek Chavaria, the two brothers, certainly are formidable riders. Sherwin Budna, of course, he worked really hard in the Digi Tour, went into the final stage in top position, and he really showed some mettle in that race. So you guys have a lot of firepower, and we look forward to seeing it on the road on Saturday.
Yes, sir.
Good luck to you and your team.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right, Mike Ortiz from the team Foul. You guys ready? Not ready yet. All right, let me get to a team that is ready. I'd like to call up the big powerhouse from the San Ignacio area, the team 501 Valvoline. And the team Valvoline comprises Kenyon Stanford, Michael Morris, Patrick Williams, Myron Munoz, Joshua Fuller, Aiden Juan, Brandon Catus, and that's it, I guess. No. Oscar Quiros Jr. You can come right there, Oscar. Big and formidable. Oscar, it's been a few years now that you've been branded Belize's hope. It's a heavy burden to carry on your shoulder, but how do you feel going into the race on Saturday once again, with many people thinking that you are Belize's hope?
Yeah, well, ever since a couple of years ago, I've been tagged with that name. As I came into it in the very first time, it was very difficult to kind of undergo the whole process of, the whole pressure and everything. But at this point in time, I've grown, I've matured. I've been exposed to, I'd have to say, bigger races, and hence the reason that I've come to this race appreciating it in a better way without any pressure. It's just more about, getting the race done, and again, what happens that day, and I can only give my 100%, whether it's a last place or a first place. So, yeah.
Any particular opponents that you feel needs to be kept an eye on during the race, or is it just the entire field?
Well, as we all know, there's plenty of guys here. The field is I think, healthy this year, which makes it amazing. There's no one target you could always pick out. Last year, I picked out one guy, and I ended up staying in the back with him. So I'm not going to make this mistake again this year. I'll ride my race, and it's just what it is, man. If you have to ride early, you have to ride early. If you have to ride late, you ride late. I mean, the point is you just have to be on the alert and be smart about it. So.
And I won't mention that rider's name, not while you're up here. I'll wait till you I'll wait till the team goes down, and then I'll mention that rider's name. But let me just come over here. Joshua, you know what I pick by you, no, Joe? You have represented Belize in the under 23 category, so you are one of Belize's best. How are you feeling coming into this race?
As I know, I start off the year up on a good note, but had some downfalls, and so far I feel good. I bounce back good, and we're prepared for go all in for. I mean, by now everybody know who they go in for from the team, so we're ready for lay it out there for a team leader and give the best and give away all out there Saturday, you know.
Well, I certainly wish you guys luck on Saturday. And before I let you off the hook, Mr. Beacon. Now, out of everybody here, you're the senior statesman, I think.
Yeah, I'm the oldest guy on the team and bring a lot of experience, you know. So I try to help the younger guys and help out how I could on the team.
Not only the oldest rider and the most experienced, but you also have the highest step on the podium out of this team, because I believe in 2012 when Giovanni Choto made his big, long solo run, you brought in the field and took second place. Is there a possibility for you to go one step up?
Maybe, you know, anything can happen, but this year we're in the support of the team captain and we're going all in for him this year.
Well, good luck to you guys. 501 Valvoline. Good luck on Saturday. Let me introduce to you, and again, they may show up in a few, but let me introduce to you the Team Lovell. Team Lovell are not here just yet, but they comprise Gerson Lovell, George Lovell, Gregory Lovell, and the national champion of Belize, Giovanni Lovell. And I am not sure why they named the team Team Lovell, but maybe somebody can enlighten me. The Lovell brothers are Team Lovell, including again the national champion of Belize. Justin Williams, calling Justin Williams. All right, he's not here, but he'll be in the race, guys. Justin will be in the race. He's on his way. Yeah. Okay. Let me introduce a team that just stepped into the room. And the team is called the Rolling Shutters Boys. Rolling Shutters BZ Boys. They comprise junior rider Ivan Usher, Edward Banner, Atlee Lozano. And guys, when you hear your name, please step up. Let me start again. Ivan Usher, Edward Banner, Atlee Lozano, Dwight Lopez, Dijon Hyde, Gary Bennett, D. Wade, Henry Lee. Dijon, you came on the scene very strong in New Year's, but that was 3 months ago. So have you been holding your form, and how are you going to enter into this cross-country feeling?
I believe I've been maintaining my form. I've been training constantly. I believe I'm in far better shape than I was in the New Year's Classic. This will be my...
Hold on, okay. Switch hand.
Right.
Go ahead.
This will be my first cross country, and I'm mostly just going in for the experience. I'm not... Well, I believe I can do well, but I don't know how this race will play out, but I will try to do my best to see if I can get good enough results.
Well, since this is your first race, you're a rookie in this. Maybe you want to tell us some of the secrets. What's the plan?
I'm not sure if I could discuss that right now.
The way you train well. Dwight, a veteran of the sport, you've been back for many, many years as well. How are you feeling coming into the race?
Pretty decent. First couple of weeks, kind of rough. You know, just try to get acclimatized back again. But other than that, I feel pretty decent.
All right, let me get a word here with, I guess you're the team owner, Mr. Bennett?
Yes, sir.
Gary Bennett, folks, team owner of the team Shutters. And how do you feel about your team, the structure of your team going into this race? What are your feelings?
I feel very confident. These guys been training a lot. Henry Lee, Dwayne, and all these other guys, they've been putting their work, so I expect to see good results.
All right, I need to get a word with your big-time U23 man, Henry. You've had a lot of experience racing, not just in Belize, Mexico, the United States, and you've been performing very well in the early classics. What are your expectations going into this race?
Well, I know D-Wade has high expectations of me.
No pressure, young man. No.
Yeah, no pressure.
You're prepared.
I think I'm ready. I am ready. We're not a very dominant team, but in the past few races, we managed to always be in the mix. I'm confident in my team. I trust them, and I know they feel the same way about me. So I feel ready.
And so, Dwayne, how are you looking? What are your expectations? Top 10, top 20 for the team?
Well, we've done the work. So we've been doing the work all year long. We're prepared. You know, Henry, myself, Deshaun, Dwight, and all these guys are prepared. So once we're prepared and we have an opportunity, we'll perform. I'm pretty confident in these guys that will perform.
All right. The Rolling Shutters BZ boys. Good luck on Saturday. And next, guys, I'm just trying to make sure there's nobody left off the list who I haven't called as yet. And I would like to introduce, they are not here, but I just want to mention the names of another foreign team that will be in the race. But the foreign team comprises 2 Belizeans. And it is a very famous name in the world of cycling, Legion of Los Angeles. Legion of Los Angeles will have with them Jason Paez, and he rides along with Corey Williams and 2-time cross-country champion Justin Williams. They aren't present here this evening, but they will be in the lineup on Saturday. And the last team I want to introduce, I haven't seen the entire team. I need to introduce you guys, man, because we reached the end of the list. The only way I can delay this is if I were a clown and I did a little tumbling act in the front, and I don't think that's happening. So, the next team up is the Westrack team, the Westrack Alliance. Is Westrack Alliance ready to come up on stage? Westrack Alliance comprise the members on the team are Shane Jones. When I call the name, I saw Shane there in the corner, so when I call the name, please come up. Shane Jones, Fernando Rosado, Eric Trapp, Jafari Castro, Carlton Robinson, Angel Sib, Wasani Castro, and Baron Pope. You guys go wrong a little, give Baron Pope one space. I want Baron Pope stand up next to me. And when they stand up next to me, means that the answer man. I'm the question man and you're the answer man. The Westrack Alliance team. For those of you who don't know, the reason I called Westrack Alliance last is because Westrack Alliance won the last classic. And the classic before that, Westrack Alliance won that one too. So this is the team to beat. Am I right, Mr. Byron Pope?
Well, we have other riders in the race for beat on all the way.
That's a good answer. Byron, you guys have a really strong team, and it seems as if there are no weak links. Last year, you were also in that breakaway that eventually ran the distance. And you finished on the podium. But once again, I've asked it before tonight, wouldn't it be nice to be a little step, 1 or 2 steps higher on the podium? Last year, you were third.
Well, it's no secret. Everybody know that cross country is the big daddy of them all, and that is the race that I want to win. It's no secret.
And actually, you've been preparing for this and motivated since last year. So I suppose you are ready, your entire team is ready.
Yes, my boys are ready. If you notice, we're a green machine. We're Belize Defense Force, we use green, so we are the green team.
They tell me I can't stretch the tape, I leave it, but I would like to have a word with the other big man on the team. There are more than one big man on the team. Maybe those two, Eric and Wasani. Slide down here, then we'll rotate. You see the race hasn't started, but these guys are already in rotation. Eric, slide over. I want you to come across. I have more space, they tell me, on my side. So, Eric, you were also part of that long run last year, and you have shown the strength and power to be able to move when needed, regardless who is in the race, regardless who your opponent is. How ready are you for a race of this magnitude? Again, you've shown it before, but how prepared are you now?
I'm more prepared than last year, so this year I feel more confident in myself, and I know I could come home again. So I thought hard as I could, but I kind of nervous then. You want to say it then? I'm nervous. I don't like talking on mic and I like camera. So if we make I do good better, I just have to stay focused and just don't worry about the noise outside and just do what I could do. So.
Well, you certainly have done good in the races this year and last year. You have been impressive. But another man on the team who has been very impressive, winner of the Digi Valentine Tour this year, Wasani. You've been a bit quiet in the other races apart from the Digi Tour, which you won in very convincing fashion. You seem to be a level above in that race. Will we see the Wasani of the Digi Tour in 2 days' time?
Yes, well, the reason why I've been a bit quiet, I was working hard, because the best part about our team is that more than one guy, more than two guys, more than three guys can win the race. So, it doesn't have to always be me. I was putting in the work to make sure that we get the win regardless, and you guys will definitely see the real Wasana for cross country, because that's the goal, for us to get the win for cross country. We've won the last 3 classics, the only 3 out of the 4 classics that's happened this year. So I believe that we have a very strong team to definitely bring home the win.
All right. These guys are definitely the powerhouse. You have shown it all year. Apart from the Creme Classic, you've swept all the races. Guys, that's why I saved this team for last. Westrack Alliance. Thank you very much. Good luck on Saturday. And folks, those are the teams. There are a few other unattached riders, but those are the teams, the big men of the race. And with that, I would like to wait for instruction from our president. But that is the main lineup for the 93rd running of the Holy Saturday Cross Country Cycling Classic. And let me there is another rider who is present that I would like to call up, who is present in the room tonight. Mr. Ray Vasquez, would you please step up on stage? Mr. Vasquez, my apologies. I don't recognize you because I haven't seen you in Belize, but I imagine you're American, Belizean American.
I just came in from Florida just to ride with these guys and have some fun. These are the greatest riders, man. And so I'm just here to have fun. I spent a whole lot of money to come in just to ride with these guys. But I'll be back next year, and you never know, right? So,
Ray, tell us a little bit about your cycling history. I imagine you don't just step off a plane and want to ride in a 140-mile elite race. So you must have some history of bicycle riding. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
I do a lot of charity rides in Florida with the Florida Freewheelers. So basically it's just charity rides that I do, a lot of training in the hills. So I'm just here to have fun and enjoy, and I'll be back next year.
Excellent. So a Belizean son, and returning to Belize this Easter to participate in the Holy Saturday Cross Country. Thanks for coming. Welcome back to Belize, and we look forward to seeing you on Saturday and next year as well.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Good to be here.
Ray Vasquez. And guys, Yes, I did leave out one of the very big teams, not big in numbers, but big in power. There is going to be a team from Guatemala, and it does include a past cross-country champion. This year, the three-man team from Guatemala will comprise 3 riders who have been here before: Alder Torres, Jose David Canastus, and I believe 2019 cross-country champion Julio Padilla. Those guys will be in the race, and those guys are going to make a difference in the race. So that is those are the main riders, and we thank you, viewers on Facebook. We thank you for tuning in. I am going to ask the President, Madam President, to please come up and give a word of thanks to the major sponsors of this year's cross-country cycling classic. We are very grateful for all our sponsors. And Madam President, take it away.
Oh, I don't know which paper. Hey, Alan, you put me on the spot. I want to say thank you to everybody who came out today to support this event. I know it's not the usual parade. We wanted to try something different this year. It's going to be appreciated by some, but not by many, but it's something different. We have to make changes sometimes. Thank you again for all who came out to support us today. And we want to take this opportunity to thank the sponsors of this year's event. Our diamond sponsor, Digi. We have our platinum sponsor, BTB. We have sponsorship of silver from Leaning Palm Resort, Belize Bank, Atlantic Bank, Leslie's Imports, Loyalty Wine Belize, the Ordones Bike Shop, Medical Associates, Pauline and Sydney, Mr. Calman Williams, the Prudential Trust Corporation. We have the Stewart and Roberto family, the Shepherd family, the Patnett family, the Dean Middleton family, and so many other station prize donors. I think throughout the entire community from Belize City all the way to Cayo and return, there were so many sponsors till we have to be stopping and turning them back, because if we don't have a cutoff, then we won't be able to finish on time. Thank you to everybody who supports cycling, who support our athletes in cycling, and we're so grateful. Thank you, everybody.
Thanks again for all our viewers. Thanks again for all our viewers and for everybody present here. We are going to wrap this up now and have a technical meeting for the race. And in the meantime, for all the viewers, you can see the race live on this same Facebook page on Saturday and on YouTube. So there is a Cycling Federation of Belize YouTube page. So we'll be broadcasting live on Facebook and on YouTube, and you can probably catch it on your favorite radio station as well. All right? So with that, we'll tune out and see you guys on Saturday.